In 2015, Andrew Luanga, a journalist working with WBS Television, was assaulted by the former Division Police Commander of Old Kampala Police Station, Joram Wednesday, in the line of duty. Luanga suffered a number of neurologic injuries after he was beaten, which were permanent in nature.
But right now, I would say, of course, my health has improved a little bit. I will not say 100% like the way I was, but at least I'm able to, do a few things. Work for myself, move around, go cover news, of course not riots.
Luanga, who to this date is still recuperating, hopes that security operatives will somehow change their character and behavior towards journalists.
How people I look after. I have a family that looks at me as a person who is there to provide everything. As you too, you got a family, you have a family, you have people you're looking after. But then when you turn on a journalist, I mean, okay, you arrest me and tell me to lie down there, that's all. But you go ahead and, break my back. Honestly, that is not fair.
Luanga, for his treatment, has spent to a tune of $50,000 for several operations.
The next day, I was in a wheelchair. It took me about 5 years to recover, to be able to get back to my feet and get back into media. But I, for one, I would say security officers. You have kids who are doing journalism. You have daughters and sons who are willing to join the profession.
Andrew Luanga is just one of the many other journalists who have gone through trying times, and one of the reasons journalists commemorate World Press Freedom Day.
To participate in decision making.
In a media dialogue held today to commemorate the World Press Freedom Day, the State Minister for ICT and National Guidance, Godfrey Kabyanga Chimay, revealed that government is coming up with a plan to set up a special tribunal to handle such matters.
But we are also finalizing the process of appointing a tribunal, a communication tribunal. We are in the last stages because it is enshrined in the Act, so that whoever is offended just doesn't go to court, he goes to the tribunal because it will be easier.
Kabyanga's statements come at a time when many say that journalism in Uganda is under attack.
Let us all work ethically. And that's why I'm telling you that why there is leadership is because there are problems. Yes, we know that sometimes our security organs mishandle you. That is a problem, and I accept it. But you should also thank us for liberalizing the economy.
The chairperson of Uganda Human Rights Commission, Mariam Wangadia, says they are closely following up all cases of gross human rights abuse against journalists.
Shrinking space for journalists to operate freely, and other communicators. Freedom of expression applies to journalists, but also to all people.
I pay tribute to the media organizations, media agencies that are doing great job. Yes, there are many of them doing great job in Uganda. Unfortunately, there are others, either because of lack of capacity or because of negative influence, are not doing well.
The world over have suffered a lot of abuse. They have been killed, injured, jailed, and threatened. And this is a really worrying global trend. And this is a trend that we also see on our continent. And you mentioned the Press Freedom Index. It appears also in Uganda.
World Press Freedom Day is celebrated every year on the 3rd of May. And this year's celebrations have been held under the global theme, Journalism Under Dictatorship. The theme is intended to highlight the multiple ways in which surveillance and digitally mediated attacks endanger journalists and journalism, according to the United Nations information page for the event. Safi, Mokili Balogan Chris, Semali Musimapula for CTV, Edition.